the biggest autism announcement since they invented it. And he's and then RFK.
Some of the craziest things I've ever heard.
I said, well, let's see how we say that. Acetaminophen pumping, looks like a pumping into a horse. Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen. Is that a correct statement, by the way?
People are going to take away that vaccines are unsafe. He's
But
got such a simple mind.
His worldview is just, there's a beautiful baby.
Look how small the baby is.
Look how small.
And they want to put so much stuff in it. It's
Yeah.
such a small baby.
And the woman behind him, one of the scientists, is just going, all right, shut the fuck up.
No, she knows. She's seen how small the baby is. You think the baby's like, oh, I'm just a little guy and so much stuff in me.
I'm now like 1% vaccines. You ever seen that thing with like a kid who is 100 pounds and eats like a pound of nachos? It's like a tweet. It's like, my kid is actually 1% nacho, technically.
I don't know if the science checks out on that, but
Doug's 100% sweetie boy. All right, welcome back, everybody. We got a heck of a show for you today. Oh boy, we get the biggest autism announcement since they invented it. The biggest one.
you think this is the biggest one?
This is the biggest one? This
there might
is
have been
the
a big
big
one we didn't know about.
Before when?
Well, I guess maybe
What was the biggest autism announcement before this?
the Amtrak, the new train.
Fair. Good. Very good. We got the autism announcement. We're going to be covering that because, boy, was it very, very funny. I mean, if you've seen clips, you haven't seen them all, I assure you. There are some. I watched the whole thing.
Everyone's talking about how Trump's anti-science. I mean, what are you complaining about? The guy solved autism.
He solved They've
You guys
solved
are-
autism. And my perspective on this may not be what you think.
What's going on over there?
What do you mean over there?
What is that?
This?
Yeah.
This is a dog
Oh, got
water
it.
thing
Sure.
because
Okay.
Doug's in studio.
It was facing
Doug is
the
at
other
my
way,
feet.
and I was very confused what it was.
And let's see. So we got the autism announcement. We're going to be talking also about. I watched that damn thing on 1.25 speed, and boy, was it tough.
1.25. You got to jack that thing up.
No, because
1.2
it actually does speed it up quite a bit. 1.25, and he's and then RFK.
Some of the craziest things I've ever heard.
Oh man, it was wild.
I love my moron president.
I love my moron idiot president.
This is a right-wing show now, by the way.
This is a right wing
This is probably the
show.
last one we'll do on here. We're going to start posting to Rumble. It just aligns more with our
It's our worldview.
worldview, I guess. And
Speaking of, we're also going to be
you wanted
talking
me to
about.
do my World War II stand-up jokes that I was doing for you.
Sure. Oh yeah, sure.
Ben said they weren't good, but
No, I said that they were great.
but I could only use them if I get a time machine. The first one was
You got to say the guy's name first. Blah blah blah. More like
oh sure
Yeah,
Benito Mussolini, more like Pepito Pupolini. That guy belongs in the toilet. Fuck that guy, right?
get this guy out of here. I fucking can't stand him.
And then if you lose the crowd, you're like Adolf Hitler, more like Adolf Schitler. I fucking hate that guy.
Put him in the toilet. Get him out of here.
Put that guy in the toilet.
In the loo, or some of you British guys in the crowd might say the loo. And then we got the Charlie Kirk Memorial, which was
More like Charlie Jerk. That guy was kind of. I've seen some of his clips.
put that guy in the toilet.
Put that guy in the fucking
Get in the
toilet.
toilet. Get him out of here. That was sensational. Absolutely sensational. The Charlie Kirk Memorial coming to you live only on pay-per-view. Monday Night Football. WWE.
The pyrotechnics. Honestly,
Charlie Kirk
we'll get
extravaganza.
into it.
Yeah.
But they put that dang thing together in a very short amount of time.
Yeah. I think they killed him on purpose, but we'll get to that.
So,
I think Candace Owens thinks that there was a trap door. I'm not saying that there wasn't a trap door, but I'm saying that there might have been. Anything can happen. There might have been a trap door right below him, and they could have shot him from the trap door. You didn't see that?
no.
Fucking
Which is crazy because I get all my news from Candace Owens. But I must have missed an episode. I'm still pretty deep on the Macron's wife as a
Trans?
man.
It's just trans.
She's trans.
Yeah, transition.
And,
No, she's just deathly old is the problem. She's just an old French woman.
That's what's funny about. I love when conspiracy theories go like way around the other side, and it's like there's so much. She clearly groomed this. So there's clearly something going on here.
And what did Macron's wife do? Like, what's the deal with? What's your issue with her? I don't get it.
Hey,
Candace Owens, man, beautiful.
I'm
woman.
not going to get into the mind of Candace Owens.
She's a beautiful lady. Yeah, look at that. That's clearly a man. She looks like E.T.
She does.
She should have said that Macron's wife looks like E.T. Brigitte Macron. She's an alien from outer space.
So has anyone
who met
done
a young Drew Barrymore?
Has anyone done a meme of putting Candace Owens on Austin Powers' face and he's ripping the wig off the lady?
But Candace Owens? Why? What? She's a man? Are you trying to say that?
You put Candace Owens' face on Austin Powers. Remember that? She's a man, baby.
Yeah, I remember that. Anywho, let's start the show. We've got Jimmy Kimmel returning to television.
Oh, Jimmy Kimmel's back, everybody.
Tonight. So all the Kimmel heads rejoice. I'm sure they're going to have a nice big bump in ratings for one day, and then it'll go right back down.
He better do something cool and funny.
Suicide. Whoops, sorry, Dad. Suicide vest?
To what?
Vest.
Kill people in the studio audience?
I don't know. Kill himself.
That's your idea of something cool and funny for him to do?
Why not?
He better do something funny, like kill people.
He's gonna go on there. Well, so
if he just apologizes,
oh yeah,
they should just pull the plug. Yeah. And Sinclair and Nexstar are not going to play it. They're going to play some local news.
Succession ass.
Which it also doesn't matter what he said. I actually just saw it before we came in here. Did you see that guy? I think in Tennessee got arrested for. It was an ex-cop got arrested for some very tame Facebook posts
about what?
Making fun of Trump, making fun of. He was posting some. It's crazy in this. This is from WOPClive.com/local news.
It's the WOPC
1013 WOPC
1013 WOPC.
It's all on local news. Linden, Tennessee, a Henderson County man has been arrested for threats of mass violence because.
Okay.
Yeah. Because he posted about a Perry High School mass shooting. What he posted was a meme of Donald Trump and his quote after that shooting, where he said, "We have to get over it." And so it says, "We have to get over it." Donald Trump on the Perry High School mass shooting one day after.
It sounds like just some moron misconstrued because nobody has any critical thinking skills.
Well, they didn't even realize. Because who can keep track of all the mass shootings in this country? Right. They didn't even realize it was a mass shooting, and they said he was making threats of mass violence.
Got it.
And then he had.
And then they saw he was a cop, and they said, "Sorry, back to blue."
Brother
in blue.
He's still
brother.
He's still being held.
Oh wow.
And
I wish I was.
He just had
held.
other memes of a Sopranos one where he's going, "Tony, Charlie Kirk died." And he goes, "Who gives a shit?" So.
It reminds me of the first time my mom learned the word meme and she pronounced it meme. What's a meme? I'm like, you sweet, sweet lady.
Meme.
Okay. Anyway, this always bothers me because
that Jimmy Kimmel's coming
in
back?
response to Jimmy Kimmel getting shit canned for a hot moment, Disney's stock went down, and it went down to the tune of it was like
$3.5 billion.
$3 billion in market cap, but. People, it's always the headlines that people post with glee where it's like Disney lost $3 billion.
Right. They make it seem like someone went into Bob Iger's wallet and was like, "That's mine now."
Yeah,
sorry,
$3 billion.
Sorry. Oof. You lost it.
God, it's so stupid. I guess 400 A-list actors and others signed an ACLU letter against the government and their threats to our freedom of speech. But now these people are going to be coming back in droves because there's a new Mandalorian and Gripu or whatever the little baby Yoda's name is.
Gripu's back?
What's his name?
Shido? Shido and Bebo?
What's the little baby Yoda's name?
Oh, Grogu.
Grogu. Yeah, there's it's a movie. It's actually going to be in theaters. Mandalorian and Grogu. Bobo!
Hey!
And Babu Frick's going to be in it.
Is it really?
Yep.
There's no way.
There is. Babu Frick. There is. Is Babu Frick his race or his name?
It's a guy, Babu Frick.
Oh, because someone said there is a Babu Frick in the new thing. And I was like, oh, so it's his race or his species. Babu Frick is Anzellan.
He's an Anzellan, dude.
Hey! He's the Droid Smith of Kumju. Yeah. All right. So let's see. Let's go. So Jimmy Kimmel's going to be on tonight, and we were going to guess.
Do something funny, please. Don't be a.
He can't go the Jimmy he can't do the
Jon
Stewart thing and lean into like Dear Leader stuff.
Don't do the Jimmy Fallon did the lamest one where he just he was like, look, we're not going to make any jokes, and then he basically pretended like it got edited out and made him say something different.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Yeah, do some cool
break
hey,
dancing.
Trump sucks shit.
Yeah, suck my ass, bitch.
And then do the Australian break dancer dance.
Yeah. I still stand by the man, I because we were talking about on Friday's live stream. It's still just wild to me that nobody is going after data centers and stuff.
That's a suggestion you're making.
No, it's not. It's not. Luke's watching this just going, man, don't. But truly, like the Sam Altmans and the tech leaders, it's just very surprising.
Dude, that's the funny. I'm sure you heard about the H-1Bs.
Yeah.
The funniest thing about all this, these guys are just completely bending the knee, kissing the ring, going to these meetings where they're all sitting at a round table, going around being like, "We love you so much, baby. I'll do as much investment as you want.
You're doing such a good job,
You're the
Daddy.
best guy we've ever had. We love it." And then he's just also just chaos. And now they're all these guys are the ones who are going to be impacted by these H-1B visas. It's so many tech people. Amazon by far leads the race. Microsoft, Meta. They just.
Did you see any of Trump's UN speech? His UN speech today? You guys are all stupid and I'm smart. You're all very dumb and I am a good one. Hey gang, have you ever read two articles about the same event and felt like they were from completely different planets? Well, with today's fragmented media landscape, it's getting harder to know what's real, what's biased, and what's just noise.
Very confusing times. Very confusing times. I started using ground news because I wanted more transparency in my news consumption. They don't eliminate bias, they help you see it. Ground news brings together reporting from across the political spectrum so you can actually compare headlines and coverage. It's an antidote to information overload, sensationalism, and algorithm-driven echo chambers. You get to see how many sources are covering a story, how differently it's being framed, and which side of the spectrum may be ignoring it altogether.
Yeah, that's right. We used it recently for just about everything, and it's just wild to see how many different headlines, like how differently headlines are framed. Anyway, you can go to ground.news/Bays for a better way to stay informed. Subscribe to get 40% off the Vantage plan by scanning this QR code on screen or using our link, ground.news/Bays.
I'm good. You guys are
He
dumb.
just rambled for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
He also did in the autism announcement. Because again, toward the end, okay, let's just start. Let's get going. I've got some timestamps for you guys.
All that wasn't starting before. Now we're starting.
Well, now we're starting the autism announcement.
Okay,
all right.
Before that, we weren't
so
starting.
he started out by pointing out that decades ago it was 1 in 20,000 had autism. Then it was 1 in 10,000 had autism. Now it's 1 in 31, and then it's even worse for boys. Boys have it 1 in 12. And he goes, something happened. We got to figure out what happened. And I did a little. Just barely a shred of
and you figured out what happened?
Of looking. Well, it's partly because testing improved.
Yeah, of course.
And the definition for autism was expanded to include things like Asperger's and a couple other things that I can't remember.
Yeah.
And that's why it's not just like suddenly more and more autists
all these
are
old
popping
guys.
up.
RFK Jr. is a great example of like they all had people in their family who the family decided, well, this one's defective. We're going to send it off to a sanatorium and we're going to handcuff them to a radiator. And now they've all gotten into power and they're like, Why am I seeing mental illness around me? Why
aren't they locked up somewhere, handcuffed to a radiator?
Right.
I don't even remember that cousin's name.
What's with the prevalence? It's the same with when they do the same thing with LGBT stuff, where they're like, back in my day, no one was gay, and it was like, was it because you'd string them up in a tree if they were?
No kidding.
Do you think there's maybe a reason people feel more comfortable identifying as gay?
I love when they show the grinder maps at these.
Are those real? I saw the thing at the Charlie Kirk.
I never know, man. I never know. But even then, it's
who can trust the grinder maps?
And what does that prove? That a bunch of what are you trying to say exactly? Hey, look, all these Republicans are gay.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're trying to say. I mean, just as these people who are arguing against gun laws and stuff like that are the victims of gun violence, these people who are also trying to legislate and make people in the LGBT community's lives worse are
but
also
not for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. All right. Let's start.
But back in my day, I remember when you could trust a grinder map.
Oh,
now,
yeah.
I don't even know.
Let's kick it off here. First clip.
Told them this is what we have to find out, because when you go from 20,000 to 10,000 and then you go to 12, you know there's something artificial. They're taking something. And by the way, I think I can say that there are certain groups of people that don't take vaccines and don't take any pills that have no autism.
Autism.
That have no autism. Does that tell you something? That's currently, is that a correct statement, by the way?
Dude.
Pause it.
Just. Also, this is
I'm going to say the full thing and then go, is what I just said actually correct? Is that correct, by the way?
I don't even know. He brought this up at Charlie Kirk's.
Oh, yeah. No, that was the big thing.
At Charlie Kirk's memorial.
Yeah, at Charlie Kirk's memorial, he said, we're going to have a big announcement
because he's, of course, using the whole thing to brag about his administration and how great they're doing.
And he's the keynote speaker.
And they've got a great thing coming for them. And it's so weird when they pan to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and you just see Cheryl Hines, the lady from
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
And it's just, she's... Just leave, baby.
Here's my just facial impression of RFK Jr.
That's pretty good.
He just looks like a cinnamon sugar Pop-Tart that got forgotten.
Yeah. In the toaster?
Yeah. Just toasted. All right, let's let this play through because the next one is at 4 minutes and 25 seconds.
There are some studies that suggest that, with the Amish, for example.
The Amish. Yeah.
The Amish.
I heard none. See, Bobby wants to be very careful with what he says, and he should, but I'm not so careful with what I say.
Yeah, we know.
You have certain groups. The Amish, as an example, they have essentially no autism. First, effective immediately, the FDA.
By the way, there ain't no way that those Amish, with what they're doing, being obsessively like building houses and toiling and like doing crafts, aren't autistic.
I mean, I'm sure.
By the way, and there was a study from 2010 showing that like 1 in 200 Amish boys and girls, children, are autistic. So it's not that it doesn't exist there.
I don't want to pull a Trump and talk about stuff that I don't know about, but I would imagine there's a decent amount of underdiagnosing going on.
Oh, of course. It's like they had an autistic, they had an Amish kid on Theo Vaughn's show, and Theo Vaughn being the brain dead fucking absolute moron.
How did Theo Vaughn get an Amish?
I don't know, man. He probably rolled up and went, yeah, and y'all want to come on my podcast? But apparently he was astonished to learn that the Amish kid had no idea what ADHD was.
Oh, I did see this.
And therefore, in Theo's brain, he concluded it just doesn't exist.
Right, they don't have it there.
God damn, man. All right, let's play. Here's the new rule.
Be notifying physicians that the use of well, let's see how we say that. Acetaminophen.
Just pause it for 1 second. This is... I mean, maybe I'm overstepping here. This word is
acetaminophen
is pretty common in, I would say, most American households.
Yeah,
and it's very funny that he's acting like he's never like.
Let's see how you say this.
It's very funny that he's just like, I've never seen this one.
So the new rule here. Let's just continue.
Is that okay? Which is basically commonly known as Tylenol.
Tylenol.
During pregnancy can be associated with a very increased risk of autism. So taking Tylenol is not good. All right, I'll say it. It's not good. For this reason, they are strongly recommending that women limit Tylenol use during pregnancy unless medically necessary.
All right, pause.
That's
so he goes on to say, I'll spare you guys, but he goes on to say that they're going to recommend limiting the use of Tylenol or acetaminophen during pregnancy unless it's absolutely necessary, unless you've got like a really high fever as a pregnant woman, and it's really, and it'll be up to you and your medical doctor. And yeah, so let's do the 642 because then he goes on to talk about vaccines.
And you spread it out over a period of years. And they pump so much stuff into those beautiful little babies. It's a disgrace.
Dude.
I don't see it. I think it's very bad. They're pumping, it looks like they're pumping into a horse. You have a little child, little fragile child, and you get a vat of 80 different vaccines, I guess, 80 different blends, and they pump it in. So ideally, a woman won't take Tylenol. And on the vaccines, it would be good instead of one visit where they pump the baby, load it up with stuff, you'll do it over a period of 4 times or 5 times. I've been so into this issue for so many years just because I couldn't understand how a thing like this could happen. And it's artificially induced. It's not like something that when you go from all of those, healthy babies to a point where I don't even know structurally if a country can afford it. And that's the least of the problems. To have families destroyed over this is just so terrible. I also, and we've already done this, we want no mercury in the vaccine. We want no aluminum in the vaccine.
Pause it. Fair, fine, sure. I don't know anything about the contents of vaccines. And he's basically saying, so this is interesting. He's saying, because currently it's the MMR, it's the mumps, measles, rubella vaccine. And he's saying, keep taking them, keep giving them to babies, but just not all at once.
But also,
which is like,
if you replay
fine,
that,
all right, sure.
If you replay that, that is not the message people are going to take away from
No,
that.
of
People
course not.
we
don't need to replay it, but
people are going to take away that vaccines are unsafe.
And they get a vat and they go, all right, let's pump
like
that baby up.
Like it's a horse.
They just
He's got such a simple mind.
His worldview is just, there's a beautiful baby.
Look how small the baby is.
Look how small.
And they want to put so much stuff in it. It's such a small baby.
I bet he'd be like me, where upon learning that you don't give water to babies, if you put him in charge of like 12 babies, he'd kill them all because he'd keep giving them water.
Does the water kill them?
Water's not good for babies. It could kill them. Yeah, I don't know why. But that's what they say. They say you can't give water to a baby.
I know they're not supposed to drink it, but I don't know if it killed them. But
yeah,
I mean, either way. But he talked about how he's been thinking about it for so long because he's always thought it was weird. No way was he involved in any of his children's 100%. Any of these decisions with his children. I would also there's no way that all of his children are not vaccinated. Honestly, same with RFK Jr. There's no way that these people did not vaccinate their kids.
Absolutely. And he goes on to say, just keep doing it, but just space it out. Let's do the 9-minute mark. This one's pretty good because he's talking about hepatitis B. Yeah, just before 9. Why not? Hey, everybody, we got to take another quick break to talk about MOOMOO. You know, over 27 million people are already on MOOMOO, and honestly, I get it. I understand why they're all there because it really feels like a next-gen platform that makes investing more cost-efficient and smarter, just like I always pictured it would be in my head, or the way it should be at least. Once you try it, you might never want to pay extra or settle for mediocre tools again. MOOMOO gives you $0 commissions on U.S. stocks, ETFs, and options, plus built-in level 2 market data and real-time options chains. On other platforms, you're going to be paying extra for all that kind of live data, news, all that stuff. And on MOOMOO, you just get it. And you're going to be seeing stuff the moment you buy. It's going to be helping inform your trades and all that stuff with accurate prices. You skip those extra subscription fees. It's all there on MOOMOO, baby. And they got a nice hefty sign-up bonus for you.
That's the best part. All right, we'd be on MOOMOO without the bonus, okay? The low fees, solid platform, and the trust of over 27 million global users are reason enough. But the bonus, ready for this? Here's an exclusive offer for our viewers. Yes, only for you guys. You can get up to $1,000 in NVIDIA shares plus a 3% cash match on your first transfer, up to $600.
Oh, baby,
That's
huge.
real extra firepower for your next trades. So don't wait, because this promotion won't last. Hit the exclusive link in the description to lock in the bonus and put your money to work today.
May have a big impact. So let those be taken separately. And then hepatitis B is sexually transmitted. There's no reason to give a baby that's almost just born hepatitis B.
That's a good point.
So I would say wait till the baby is 12 years old.
Oh.
And formed
Pause
and
it.
take hepatitis B.
You know, when they become sexually active.
Yeah, that was a good punchline for me. It was like, oh man, that's the Epstein friend coming out right there. I was waiting for like, wait till they're 18 or
that's
something.
That's the guy who drew a prepubescent woman for his friend's 50th birthday book.
And I fell victim to this. I was like, yeah, okay, hepatitis B, sure, why not? If they're not sexually active and it's sexually transmitted, apparently mothers can transmit it to their children. And okay, maybe you test for it. Well, sometimes it doesn't, it doesn't show up on tests for like 4 weeks if you've got it. So it's just, I don't know. It's very frustrating to just, Jesus Christ.
You're not excited about this, dude? Science is back. We figured it out.
Back.
We figured it out.
Let's scrub through to 10 minutes and 45 seconds.
Much money. But they have to do, and they have to move quickly. When the alternative is that nothing bad can happen, let's do it now. I was just saying to Bobby and the group, let's do it now. Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen. But with Tylenol, don't take it. Don't take it.
Pause. Nothing bad can happen.
Only good can happen.
Only it can good happen. Only it can good happen. But I know what he was trying to say.
What was he trying to say?
He basically goes on to say Advil too. Also Advil. He says, what else can you take? Wait, just keep playing. I believe he says
you can't live if your fever is so bad you have to take one because there's no alternative to that. Sadly, first question, what can you take instead? It's actually, there's not an alternative to that. And as you know, other of the medicines are absolutely proven bad. I mean, they've been proven bad with the aspirins and the Advils and others, right? And they've been proven bad. So I'd like to ask Bobby to get up to the podium and say a few words, and then Dr. Bhattacharya and Dr. McCary.
All right, let's pause it.
It's also
what else can you take? Nothing. They're all bad. All right, fine, sure, whatever, fine, I guess. Okay. I don't take Advil anymore because it upsets my tummy. Ibuprofen upsets my tummy, and I don't get chronic heartburn anymore since I stopped taking it every time I get a headache.
Oh wow!
Yeah, some people it do be affecting like that.
It's also important to note because I don't know if we played. They're referencing a study that was done. They didn't just pull this out of thin air, but it's all pretty flimsy. Okay, it's
which study for what?
This link between Tylenol, acetaminophen, and autism.
Sure, it's just one of many.
Which even they're like, so it's a Harvard and Mount Sinai scientists. They found evidence consistent with an association between acetaminophen use during pregnancy and children with autism, but cautioned that further research is needed to confirm these associations and determine causality. And pregnancy research especially is very limited to observational studies.
So I think
it's really hard to account for all the factors and stuff like that. And the biggest study of 2.5 million Swedish siblings published in 2024.
It's a lot of Swedes.
It's a lot of Swedes. Ready for this? Found no increased risk of autism from acetaminophen use during pregnancy.
Because they were studying siblings where the mother may have taken Tylenol during each one. And yeah. I mean, it sounds like they're just being cautious about it. I don't know. And it is
Trump? Or?
I don't know. This whole thing.
I wouldn't say this is caution.
Well, it is funny because Trump's whole thing is
panic.
Nothing bad can happen. So why not just do this? It couldn't hurt. You can live without Tylenol. Okay. He goes on, I mean, RFK at the 11:52 mark says that Cuba, let's play 11:52.
Dude, the Cuba thing.
Oh, wait, no, yeah, because it's still Trump talking because, of course, he just rambles. Go for it.
No, we're not. That Cuba, they don't have Tylenol because they don't have the money for Tylenol, and they have virtually no autism. Okay?
Not true.
Tell me about that one.
690 per 100,000 to America's 1,050 per 100,000. That's how many people in Cuba have autism.
Plus, you can get Tylenol in Cuba.
Yeah, you can absolutely get Tylenol in Cuba.
He's just saying stuff.
RFK goes
People
on.
were tweeting like, I visited Cuba and got Tylenol.
Yeah. Well, because over there it's called paracetamol. There's another generic word for it.
It's ridiculous.
But RFK then goes up there. He says that they're looking at he says that current studies look mostly at genetic drivers. And he says that that's stupid. And he's opening all the silos between the agencies to get them all communicating, to get to the bottom of this. They said that the FDA is going to relabel Tylenol and all acetaminophen bottles.
Call it autism pills now.
They're going to be called autism pills, and they are going to launch a public awareness campaign for just letting people know that there could be risks to your pregnancy if you take this stuff. Let's do the 18-minute and 5-second mark, please.
We are continuing to investigate a multiplicity of potential causes with no areas of taboo. One area that we are closely examining, as the president mentioned, is vaccines.
Real fast. So I'll set you up for this. He's talking about in this clip. He'll discuss how a lot of mothers have reported, I'll let him speak for himself. Go for it.
Some 40 to 70% of mothers 70%. Who have children with autism believe that their child was injured by a vaccine. President Trump believes that we should be listening to these mothers instead of
like that. That's nothing. You can't just say 70% of mothers believe it was caused by that.
Right.
Do you remember they did the Jubilee video with Dr. Mike or something that? It was basically like this guy was just hosting some kind of group therapy session for these people. It was just people with no and look, I'm not calling them stupid. I think they've been traumatized online or something, but it's a medical doctor just basically holding the hands of these people and going,
didn't make a difference either.
I'm sorry, that's just not true.
Yeah.
And they're like, it is. Because I feel it. And you're like, okay, well, I don't know what to do. And so using that stat is like, okay, 80% of the people I polled said Ben sucks. And it's like, well,
well, 80% of people are correct, I guess. Shit. Well, so let's listen to what the rest of what he said.
Gaslighting and marginalizing them like prior administrations. Some of our friends like to say that we should believe all women. Some of these same people have been silencing and demonizing these mothers for 3 decades because research on the potential link between autism and vaccines has been actively suppressed in the past. It will take time for an honest look at this topic by scientists.
Okay.
But I want to reassure the people in the autism community that we will be uncompromising and relentless in our search for answers.
All right.
This guy.
So
I only watched the Trump one. I'm going to lose my mind.
That's such flawed
He's
logic.
doing the believe all women standing behind our president rapist and just like you gotta be kidding me.
And I'm sure that those mothers who believe that, sure. Well, I mean, and he's saying, okay, that research has been suppressed, so they're gonna research it. I look forward to what they find, and however long that takes. And it's funny. I have a friend who had a baby recently. You don't know this person.
Okay.
Who's very not anti-vax at all, but she even admitted, she's like, God, it's gotten to me. Like, I'm scared. She still got her child vaccinated, but she was still like, it's so pervasive that she was nervous about it.
Yeah, that's the very scary thing, is that it's you're speaking to people who are so committed to making sure they're doing the right thing for their child.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why it's so scary. When you're watching the Dr. Mike thing, you kind of feel for these people. One woman was talking about how I've been made to feel like a bad mother just because I'm worried about my child or whatever. Doctors look at me like I'm stupid. And I'm sure it's
correlation is
so
not causation.
No, but it's so easy to, it's so emotional for these people. So it's so easy to make them scared and then be like, well, I don't want to make the wrong decision.
Right. That's got to be, I mean, I understand,
and Trump's got
I
a good
empathize
point.
with
The
those
baby
people.
is so small. You don't want to fill it with all that stuff like it's a horse.
I mean, I do empathize with these people because
I do hope that people can see that these people do not have their best interests at heart, though. Like, that is, I don't know,
Yeah, I wonder, because when he points out that stat that they believe that, I wonder if it's just because that's just that around that time. Because when do children get inoculated? When they're infants and when they're like toddlers. That's probably around the time that the autism that they already had was just starting to show itself. And just because, who knows what, I don't know, man. But then they have this Dr. Bhattacharya comes on and he says that they're going to be using machine learning and all kinds of tools at their disposal to look at everything as potential causes for.
God, and just Dr. Oz in the background.
Well, so then Dr. Oz goes on, and I have no clips of that, so that's all the clips we're going to show. But Dr. Oz goes on and talks about a drug called leucovorin. And it is a form of vitamin B9, also known as folate. And they're going to fast track relabeling it because currently it's just used for fighting off the side effects of chemotherapy for chemo treatment. And I looked into this, and I'm now an expert.
Research, so you don't have to.
I'm now an expert. But they did apparently researchers had found some people with autism have difficulty transporting folate to the brain, that vitamin B9. And vitamin B9 is apparently essential to neurodevelopment. And this medicine helps deliver that vitamin. They did have a few studies. There was one case, it was in the Washington Post because they just put out a thing. There was one little boy who was totally nonverbal, fucked. And they gave him this leucovorin, and it totally changed his life. And now he's singing in a choir at school, and he's still got autism for sure, but he's an otherwise normal kid. So there is some legitimacy to this thing that they're now going to look into with a lot more. They're just going to supercharge it, kind of. They're going to collect data from everybody and just kind of do a mass study of sorts. He's just resting his head. Hi, Doug.
Just looking in the eyes.
And so there was an epidemiologist at UC Davis who was quoted in this Washington Post article. This woman specializes in autism, and is on the record in this article saying that she despises this administration and everything that they're doing and all that stuff. And she said that while research in folate is early and evolving, it's not fringe science. And she urged the public to keep an open mind and noted that many scientific breakthroughs began with questions that initially challenged conventional thinking.
That is fine. Like
that's fine.
Fine. Do
and
all
that's
kinds
great.
of do all kinds
Awesome.
of studies on autism. Do all kinds of studies on the vaccines to make sure they're as safe as possible.
Yeah.
Take whatever you want out of the vaccines if you think it could be harmful. It's just it's difficult for me to go along with like, oh, these people are just trying to keep us safe and further scientific scientific research when it's the same administration defunding the NIH, cutting funding at every university.
Yeah. For like child cancer.
Full firings of people at the FDA. It's just give me a break. These people do not care about this.
And people online were trying to, and it was tempting at first. Apparently Dr. Oz owns part of a company that sells a leucovorin supplement, but it's like a smaller dose. It's not like prescription strength. And I don't think that there's anything there. I don't think that he's like trying to fucking profit off of it. And there's like,
I wouldn't put it past.
I wouldn't put it past anybody, but
the grift administration.
It's like super cheap. That's a nice thing. It's like $10 a bottle or something.
I wouldn't
like
be surprised if this was just another pump and dump for for everyone to, because Tylenol the company took a hit.
Yeah. By the way, I learned that you know why there's like safety labeling on like if cap is sealed kind of thing, if the seal is broken type shit.
So it hasn't been tampered with.
Yeah, but do you know what caused that? By the way, smash that like button if you're enjoying the pod so far. Leave us a comment and all that shit. 1982, the Chicago Tylenol poison thing. The Tylenol murders, they were called. Some dude put like cyanide pills in Tylenol, and like 6 kids and like 1 adult died. And
sick people out
after that, can you imagine before that, it was just you just pop it open and there's your Tylenol. There was no safety seal.
That is kind of fun. That is fun. We used to be a proper country.
That is fine?
Fun, I meant.
Oh, fun, yeah. There used to be trust, and then a few sickos ruined the trust.
They ruined the trust.
I'm going to put poison in this. Apparently Halloween was almost canceled that year because they were worried. I think that might have also been where...
That's where the razor blades thing came from. I think that's all just a myth, though.
I think it was fear in Chicago that it might have been almost canceled in Chicago because fear that the Tylenol poisoner was going to poison candy too. God, can you imagine, man? Can you imagine giving your poor little schmuck, your shitty little kid, I got a headache. Here, take some Tylenol. And then the kid dies.
Have you ever seen the I'm going to butcher it. There was something about how there was no serial killers in this fashion, and someone was trying to draw a link between
autism and serial killers?
No, the timing of post all those crazy CIA, MK Ultra, all these like testing on people and making people insane. We basically created.
Sure.
Who knows?
I think a lot of it was like there's so many environmental factors that we.
Oh, we all just have
lead poisoning, microplastics.
Like, you know what? I ate a bunch of lead. I'm gonna poison people.
Fuck it. I've been poisoned. Why not poison others? I'm sure that's probably a factor to rising autism rates too, is all the poisons. These same people who were like Trump and all his cohorts, they want less and less government regulation. And that exact thing is what we used to have, which led to the poisoning of our water supplies, of things like lead and fucking gas and paint, asbestos. Without regulations, those things would still be around. Maybe. And it's those things.
No, the free market would work it out.
Free market would work it out. It'd be like, oh, I don't want to do the poison.
No, well,
I'll do the non-poison paint.
What happens is that people vote with their wallet. Okay, so if the
because your ID's in there, you need it.
If the lead paint is making you crazy, you just say, I'm not buying that paint anymore.
Yeah,
and then the company has no choice but to be like, fine, I guess we have to take lead out. Pretty cool world, huh?
Yeah. I remember that Sherwin-Williams slogan, ask how, ask now.
Dude,
Ask Sherwin-Williams.
Have you ever seen that logo? And it says cover the earth or something like that? It's horrible.
Whoa, dude.
And the logo
world.
is just earth
covered
in paint.
Is it blue paint at least?
Why would that make it better?
I don't know, because it's blue like the ocean and the sky.
And you're like, well, at least it's blue.
At least it's blue. Earth is blue. I don't know. Well, and then finally Trump goes on and he legitimately rambles and repeats himself over and over for about 10 minutes. Don't take Tylenol. Just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't give it to your baby. Don't give Tylenol to your baby. He literally says, I wrote it down. Don't take Tylenol. Don't give it to your baby. Break up the vaccines. Take the vaccines at a different time. And again, just don't do it. Don't take Tylenol. It's nothing bad can happen. Nothing bad. Don't do it. And further, don't give it to your baby. Break up the vaccines so you don't do it all at once. You see, they take a beautiful baby and they give it to them all at once. And who knows? That's just what I'm saying. I don't think that's not science. That's just my opinion. And just don't take it. Don't do it.
Break up the vaccines.
And the woman behind him, one of the scientists, is just going, clearly like, all right, shut the fuck up.
No, she knows. She's seen how small the baby is and how big those needles are and how many vaccines we're jamming. You think the baby's like, I'm just a little guy. It's so much stuff in me.
Oh, man. I'm now like 1% vaccines. You ever seen that thing with like a kid who is 100 pounds and eats like a pound of nachos? It's like a tweet. It's like, my kid is actually 1% nacho, technically.
Oh.
If your kid is 100 pounds and eats 1 pound of nachos.
I don't know if the science checks out on that, but
Doug's 100% sweetie boy. God damn. All right, so now let's pivot. Let's switch. Let's switch gears. Charlie Kirk died. Charlie Kirk died this weekend. 2 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago. He got shot. He actually got shot in the chest. I read that he got hit in the chest, upper chest, and like in it fucking hit
ricocheted off his bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
That's why take your bulletproof vest off now. They're dangerous. They're apparently exploding and ripping people's necks apart. I don't know if we can even blame that shooter.
Well,
I'm blaming the bulletproof vest manufacturer.
If you're former Miss Arizona, Erica Kirk, she forgives the shooter.
But Trump does not.
She looked to the sky and said, I forgive that young man, which is I respect it, very noble, that's one aspect of Christianity I can get behind. All right, good for you.
You know what? No one has made the point of Charlie Kirk's death is kind of a
total political farce.
No, people have made that point.
Mm.
And maybe people have made this point, forgive me but that it's a really good argument for banning assault rifles. And I think Charlie Kirk would be, because usually with these assault rifle attacks, everyone's just getting lit up. It's horrible. You have mass death. No assault rifle, 1 death.
So your point, okay, I think I get what you're saying. Yeah. If assault rifles are banned, you can only get off 1 shot at a time. Got it. True. It's true.
In this instance, it's not even that great of a guy. So it's like...
Careful. I was at a party over the weekend and someone asked me what I do, and I told them about the podcast, and they said, "Oh, did you talk about Charlie Kirk? Or like, what was your position on it?" And I just was not in the mood to even talk about anything like that. And I just said, "Oh, we just talked about it a little bit. And we had to be careful." And she goes, "Oh, are you a Republican?" And I went,
God.
"No, I'm not a Republican." And then when I left, she goes, "Good luck with your Republican podcast." And it was a joke. And I said, "Oh, thank you." But yeah, so Erica Kirk. It's so funny. She did the Christian thing and was like, I forgive him. She was probably the only person in the whole memorial who said anything remotely Christian, because then the rest of them all came out and basically just said, Heil fucking Hitler.
Dude,
Let's kill them all.
It was a real murderer's...
I hate my enemies.
A real murderer's row of Nazi propaganda. Just, oof.
Yeah.
Saber rattling. Do we have?
Do we?
Yes, yeah. Can you play just Erica coming out? It is wild to see her. I mean, just look at this WWES.
Oh, I know. Oh my God. Oh my God. She's just, give me a fucking break, man.
And this is
So
this is
brave.
where the Arizona Cardinals play. This is a football stadium. It's completely packed to capacity, 70,000 people. And they also had
Bulletproof glass.
They also had a spillover venue because so many people wanted to come bear witness to this. I know. I mean,
All right. Pause.
Just the bulletproof glass thing is just so beautiful. I mean, all these gun advocates and but they're all too afraid to go out and speak.
It's oh shit, I forgot what I was gonna say. Just her fuck. I don't know, man. It's just bleak. Oh. Other people have pointed this out, but truly, can you imagine how different things would be if the country showed up like this for every single school shooting? We'd have licked that problem significantly more than we currently have if everybody rallied around each other like this and showed up like this.
Yeah, no
for
one
school
cares.
shootings.
I mean, it's a good example. Like Trump and his administration and MAGA and everything like that is very good at politicizing everything and making everything part of his movement. And
Play the Elon one.
The left, whatever that means in this country, has failed to,
It's just a bunch of deeply insecure people who want to fit in and are
to make
stupid.
this a movement. Yeah.
Did you listen to Elon's thing and watch how satisfied he is with his with himself after saying this?
Why was he killed?
He was killed because his words made a difference. Because he was showing people the light. And he was killed by the dark.
Thank you, sir. Why was he killed?
He was killed by the dark. Man, and he's just like, that was good. Wow, fucking.
No
that was
lies
so
detected,
good.
Elon.
No lies detected. Wow, it's epic.
He's back with his best pal.
Epic meat sauce. So first of all, folks, should I tell them what we did this weekend? And we'll tease a little. We'll talk a little bit more about it in the bonus.
I mean, we should definitely talk about it in the bonus.
We took acid this weekend, and we have another acid video coming out. So there's that. And when I got home and I finally caught up on everything, I was watching clips of this.
Oh, dude, I opened my computer for a second and I was like, oh, no, I can't do that's not a tonight thing.
Yeah. I was locked in, and I was fully convinced that they killed this guy.
I saw you tweeting.
That I think that I give it a Doug. I give it the odds are 75% that they killed him to unite the party and shift folk. Notice how I don't even remember what was in the news other than the Epstein stuff up until this happened. Now they're able to unite around the cause. Elon's back. Elon, though, is clearly he wants that pay package. We talked about how
I don't think he's going to get back involved with politics.
He's now POTUS and Elon Musk for Charlie. Oh, fuck you for Charlie. Like Elon gives a flying rat fuck. No. Elon knows that the only path, the very, very, very narrow path to, for those who don't know, he was offered over $1 trillion pay package by the Tesla board of directors to meet several milestones,
which are going to be very difficult to meet.
They are going to be very difficult to meet, and probably the only way he can do it is if he's got an administration that's friendly to him and his goals. So clearly, he's doing what he's got to do to get that shit going. I also think that
my other thing with the killing, I obviously am amenable to it. I just imagining this dumb fuck administration not being able to completely fuck this up between Kash Patel, Dan Bongino. I mean, just the biggest morons in the world.
What's his name? The fucking defense? Pete Hegseth? TV guy?
Outright drunk. I mean, it's hard for me to imagine this this podcast administration.
It is a podcast administration, isn't it?
Really having this much success. But on the other hand, it has been nothing but good for them. They have moved on this
like a bitch.
Yeah,
that's moved on her like a bitch.
That's one way. Yeah.
Which is funny because grammatically that means Trump is the bitch. I moved on her like a bitch.
Yeah, I guess so.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, he was doing all kinds of things with, you know.
Well, let's go on. Let's play Trump's clip. Trump had this to say about his enemies.
In that private moment on his dying day, we find everything we need to know about who Charlie Kirk truly was. He was a missionary with a noble spirit and a great, great purpose. He did not hate his opponents. He wanted the best for them. That's where I disagreed with Charlie. I hate my opponent, and I don't want the best for them. I'm sorry. I am sorry, Erica. But now Erica can talk to me and the whole group, and maybe they can convince me that that's not right, but I can't stand my opponent.
He does a dumb little dance when Erica comes out and he's consoling her, quote unquote, because I hardly would call anything. This man is incapable of consolation. Jesus Christ. What a pathetic.
I mean, it's
pathetic.
It's kind of hard to process in your brain. I mean, just the this is just unimaginable.
You know,
this is the.
I almost believed that Trump would say in his rambling, just have the thought come out, I bet Charlie wouldn't mind if I fucked his wife. And what do you folks think? Should I fuck Erica Kirk? And I bet they'd go crazy. He could say that. Nothing he can say would change anybody's mind.
Here, wait. I thought I put it in. I don't think we have it. I just want to play the clip of them. I sent to the Slack of. Have you seen this? His weird embracing of her.
Oh yeah, he's doing the weird.
And he makes a. What the fuck?
He also just can't even fucking hold a hug for more than a second. He doesn't give a flying fuck about Charlie Kirk. Clearly. No. He's incapable. Once Charlie Kirk is dead, once anybody is gone and of no use to him, they don't exist anymore. I guarantee he doesn't care. Let's play a little bit of Stephen Miller because this evil little monkey, God, he's so fucking vile, dude.
We will prevail over the forces of wickedness and evil. They cannot imagine what they have awakened. They cannot conceive of the army that they have arisen in all of us. Because we stand for what is good, what is virtuous, what is noble. And to those trying to incite violence against us, those trying to foment hatred against us, what do you have? You have nothing. You are nothing. You are wickedness, you are jealousy, you are envy, you are hatred. You are nothing. You can build nothing. You can produce nothing. You can create nothing. We are the ones who build. We are the ones who create. We are the ones who lift up humanity. You thought you could kill Charlie Kirk? You have made him immortal. You have immortalized Charlie Kirk. And now millions will carry on his legacy.
They killed him.
And we will devote the rest of our lives to finishing the causes for which Charlie gave his last measure of devotion. You cannot defeat us. You cannot slow us. You cannot stop us. You cannot deter us. We will carry Charlie and Erica in our heart every single day and fight that much harder because of what you did to us. You have
All
no
right,
idea.
I can't listen to any more of this. This guy's just such a fuck. What's Christian about this? Where's the Christianity in all this?
Kill your enemies, murder them, stomp on them.
What have they built exactly? Because all the Trump administration, like truly, what does the Republican Party stand for? What are they trying to do?
Dude, they
what
figured
is it
out
that they
autism.
think?
What? You're so ungrateful. But also, they're not talking about the Republican. They're, at least in my mind, they're like hearkening back to this like great white culture that they're a part of. He even calls out like, they think they are like descendants of
Vikings.
Well, I mean, he name checks Athens. Our lineage and our legacy hails back to Athens, to Rome, to Philadelphia, to Monticello. Our ancestors built the cities. They produced the art and architecture. They built the industry. He thinks they are part of, or like they are the heirs to this European, Western, project that built the world. And, we need to carry the torch for that. It's not about like the Republicans. It's like, it's like, it's Nazi propaganda. I mean, I'm sure at this point, people have seen, they've put this speech side by side, Joseph Goebbels' speech from 1932. Similarly, after a Nazi member was killed by members of the German Communist Party, basically using them as a using him as a Nazi propaganda tool.
And they love doing that. I'm convinced that they do that on purpose, cribbing from actual Nazi speeches.
Stephen Miller's done it a lot.
Yeah, because he knows that people on the left are going to take it and say, look, he's a Nazi. And then he can go, they call me a Nazi.
Right.
They're being violent and shit. Get me out of here.
Right.
I'm nervous. Oh, God, they're coming after me. They just want to destroy. I'm just trying to build everything up.
It is crazy seeing them side by side. Someone took an image of the two speeches, and it's just bizarre. Full Nazi propaganda.
He's definitely worth more dead to them than alive. Charlie Kirk.
100%.
Yeah. That's why, man, I swear to God, something stinks, man. And also, curiously, none of his family spoke.
Last week when we were going through the text message, I was like, this is bizarre. This is the most...
Yeah.
They just basically ran through the narrative they had already described and put it into a text message.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it's a very strange, the memorial is very strange in that none of his family spoke, and it's all just a bunch of right-wing ghouls du jour.
Something fucking stinks, man. I don't know. Well, what do you think, Doug?
Did they kill him, Doug?
He winked at me.
What?
He winked. He knows something.
You think? Yeah.
Doug killed him. Nah, Doug would hurt a fly, actually. He does chomp flies, which is good. Good boy. What do you think, folks? Leave us a comment.
Are you enjoying our speed run into fascism? I hope we're all having fun through it.
Yeah. Well, benandemilshow.com. We're going to go into the bonus. We're going to talk about the Rapture, the acid video we just shot. We're going to talk about that. Zero visibility. Oh, yeah. I got a couple funny things for you to watch. And we will see you next week, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
Coming up on this week's episode of benandemilshow.com.
Behind me, I hear a little boy, and he just goes, "I'm waiting for you." And I turned around, and we were so high at this point. I turned around, and the stalls are also behind us. So I see the stall doors, and I see this boy right behind Ben. And I was like, he's probably waiting for his dad or something. He's probably being like, "I'm waiting for you. Hurry up." His dad's probably pooping. And then I just could not stop laughing at that little boy say, "I'm waiting for you." And I kind of made eye contact with him when I turned around. And then
I start laughing because
Ben's
Emil's
laughing
laughing
'cause-
because I heard him too.
And then he just goes, "It's not funny." And I was like, what the?
2 transfers. You transfer once in Phoenix, and then you transfer again.
Dude, 72 hours. What are we even talking about? Do you get off the train? What?
I don't know. Golly.
This one will do it in 106 hours, which is nice.
Do they have 2 drivers? How does this work? How many? Does
No,
it
you
say
probably
how long
you
the
probably have
stop
to take
is?
stops.
Yeah, but okay. Look, 7 hours from LA to Phoenix.
Yeah, look, and then you don't go till 7:10 a.m.
What does that say? I can't read that. Of a layover? Transfer 5 hours. Oh. But then Phoenix to fucking St. Louis is at a day and 6 hours. How do they do that? They must have 2 drivers doing 12-hour shifts, right?